It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline bling.
That can only mean one
Welcome to it. It's a Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for the Culinary Hotline bling. Ting, ting, ting. Yes, get involved, get involved. Now, today's hotline is dedicated to all things curry in honor of our very special guest today, Ishay Govender Talks. Now, she is a world-renowned food writer and author of the newly released cookbook, Curry Stories and Recipes Across South Africa. And if you have any curry-related questions this morning for Ishay, please feel free to call us. The number is 021 430 9881. We'll also be giving 2 copies of the book away to the best callers of the day. Man, I feel so lucky being surrounded by 2 beautiful ladies in the kitchen this morning.
I'm always thrilled when she's near me.
Oh man, it's lovely to
so
have you.
kind.
Lovely
Thank you
to
so
have
much
you.
for having
Zola
me here.
Nene,
Hi.
also special to have you. She's my special one. Yes, okay. Isha, let's talk about this book.
Yes.
It looks beautiful. Curry, stories and recipes
Yes.
across South Africa. What a journey it must have been. I paged through the book and it's got the different regions in there and stories of people.
Yeah.
What was it like putting this book together?
Well, it was like one long assignment, you know. So we had a year, which sounds like a long time,
Yeah.
but if you think about our country, how big is the country?
Yeah.
It's large,
There's a lot of different-
and we had to go knocking on doors and asking communities for their opinion and let them lead us to their curry makers.
Okay.
And so we did that for the most part.
Yeah.
And so it was a fascinating journey. It was a wonderful way for me to reconnect with the people in this country.
And I can only imagine all the different stories that you got out of
Yes.
those households and individuals in South Africa, because we are so diverse and cooking methods, they vary, even though we were speaking about curry as well. And I know that you bribed Zola with some curry this morning, yeah?
Some garam
some
masala.
garam
Some garam masala.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. So it's all things curry. Remember to call us with your curry-related questions. That number's 021 430 9881. But Isha, okay, so let's start right at the beginning.
Yes.
The base for a good curry. What do you need to get in there to start it off with?
Okay, so I want to start by saying the word curry is actually quite a British definition.
Okay.
And so it was taken from dishes based in India, and it invented and became its own thing, taken to the world, and so it spread. It's not anything like the authentic dishes from India, the Rogan
Okay.
Josh, the Chakoti, etc.
Yeah.
So the base, I would say, is probably 4 components, but they change, and it differs according to the community and the people who are making it. So we'd start with aromatics.
Okay.
And aromatics would be your onion, your garlic, your ginger, maybe even fresh chili, stick spices.
Yes.
Then we look at the spice component, and I'm speaking about ground spices. So is it masala or is it curry powder? You know, is it garam masala, ground cumin? And what's going to make up the bulk of this curry? So it's either the protein or meat or vegetables or maybe a combination. And then in most cases, we need a liquid component. So that would be water, stock, tomatoes, and some people don't use any liquid as well. They let the meat cook in its own juices.
Okay,
So that would be your broad brush stroke basics of a curry.
Yeah, fantastic. All right. Well, obviously, as you said, depending on the type of curry that you're making, you will obviously adjust those ingredients.
Yes.
Was there anything or particular kind of moment that stood out for you with creating or compiling this book? I mean, with all the different places that you've been and people that you've met.
So while it is a cookbook, it's also a story-based book. So I think it's really, really hard to choose. It's like choosing a favorite curry or choosing picking a child or a baby. I mean, the stories are really, really, for me, were fascinating and moving and intriguing. And it really showcases the people we have in this country. Their backgrounds are diverse. The way they cook is diverse. The way they communicate is different as well. So for me, the great joy in this book really is the numerous stories we have in here.
Oh, fantastic. And I love the fact that it's like you said, it's a story.
It is a story. And while she talk about diversity, the cover has a really good story. So Ishay can tell us about the cover when we come back.
Well, we'll get into that here in just a bit. So remember, call us with your curry-related questions this morning, and the 2 best callers will win yourself a copy of this fantastic cookbook. We'll be right back.
Thanks.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline bling.
All right, jumping back into the kitchen with our guest of honor, Ishay Govender Talks. This morning, she's got a brand new cookbook out, Curry, Stories and Recipes Across South Africa. It's a fantastic cookbook. We also have the lovely Zola Nene joining us in the Culinary Hotline bling. Ting, ting, ting. Yes, we are going for it. Right, so you mentioned a very interesting story. Read the cover
Yes.
of the book, Ishay. What's the deal with the cover?
Okay, so you remember people are quite territorial about this idea of curry, but curry doesn't belong to anyone. And it was very important for us to be representative in this cover. So it's not really about the Indian style of curry, and it's not about Cape Malay curry. The inspiration for the cover comes from the women in rural Zululand, first of all, who make the most intricate beadwork, and theirs is a dyeing art, combined with numerous other indigenous art forms and paintings. And so we created this to form a necklace. And because I traveled, the length and breadth of South Africa, I came in touch with lots of different kinds of soil. And we chose this sort of copper-rich red color to be the dress. So the dress really is the earth, our country, and the necklace represents the composite of all our cultures.
Yeah. Well,
Isn't
that's
that beautiful?
eh?
I mean, it made me love the book even more.
Zola, you've got a bit of a tear
I
there.
do.
Just wipe
I
it off
do.
there for a second.
Beautiful.
Listen, we are giving away
The
2
onions.
copies of this cookbook to the best callers this morning. So call us with your curry-related questions for Ishay and Zola as well. We have Mrs. Abrams on the line right now. Good morning, Mrs. Abrams.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, so curry question. What do you have?
I'd like to know from Zola what is the secret ingredient for the best fish curry?
Oh.
Okay.
I think that's more of a question for Ishay. She just found the secret to
The secret
every single kind
ingredients.
of curry. So I'm going to give it to you.
So
Ishay.
to repeat the question, for the best fish
The
curry.
secret for the best fish
Okay,
curry.
so that really would depend on what kind of curry you were making. But for example, if you were making for a curry from KwaZulu-Natal, the typical Durban curry, you can't make a good fish curry without curry leaves, black mustard seeds, and tamarind. Not the brown tamarind that we use in Thai cooking, but the black tamarind. And that's going to really help to give that tomato sauce
And
its color.
sourness.
Yeah, it is a balanced tartness. And it must
Awesome.
be quite punchy and flavorful. There are many other kinds you
Yeah.
can make as well, but I think that's really a good starting
curry
point.
leaves, black mustard seeds, tamarind.
Yeah, black
That's
tamarind.
the secret.
Got it. Hope that helped, Mrs. Abrams. Thank you very much for your call. Okay, so here's a question. The difference, there's a fine line between a curry and a stew.
Yes.
Okay, because a stew could be curryish and a curry
Right.
could be stewish.
Yeah.
Because you can add curry to a stew,
Yes.
and then it's
Yeah.
what? A curry
True.
stew?
So
or...
where do you draw the line?
So in
here?
this country, we're making a lot of poiki pots that we add curry powder to, and often that's presented as a curry.
Yes.
Because remember we said this definition of curry is quite broad and inclusive. But I would say that the liquid component is the one that differentiates between a stew and a curry. So once we're getting, the bulk of the volume is determined by this liquid or the broth, that's more stew.
Okay.
But of course, we would also say that a curry tends to be spicier and to have more of the chili component.
Okay.
But because we're also inclusive in our definition of what makes the curry, some are hotter than others, we can't use just the spice component alone in defining or differentiating.
Okay, all
Could
right.
you say that a curry you can eat using your hands traditionally, but a stew you'd struggle?
I
Or you can
suppose
just
so.
set the bowl.
That's
Drink
we do have a spoonable curry in here. One is a paneer korma, and the other is a mussel curry that you could actually just, spoon up. So
Okay,
it's
so
tough.
maybe-
It's really.
so maybe
you
not
brought
to
up
finger
a great point, but
All right, well, I'm having curry tonight. That's how it is, man. Listen, all this talk about curry has got me hungry. Give us a call. Your best curry-related questions, 021 430 9881. The best callers this morning will receive a book from Ishay. Oh, man, this is a fantastic book. You want to get your hands on this one. We'll be back with a Culinary Hotline. Bling, ting, ting, ting.
Dang, I love it, man. More questions than answers in our conundrums this morning, but getting a curry masterclass. Then to balance out all of the beautiful curry, we're going to be getting back into the kitchen to whip up a creamy rice pudding with roasted nachos. Looks amazing. We'll see you in a moment.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline Bling.
That can only mean
Hey, here we go. It's a Culinary Hotline. Bling, ting,
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 ting.
ting.
Yes, on your Feel Good Breakfast Show with our guest of honor, Ishay Govender Talks this morning with a brand new cookbook. We're also having Zola Nene, who's always so lovely with a little bow, looking all fresh on a Women's Day. Happy Women's Day once again to the both of you.
Women's Day,
Happy
Ishay.
Women's Day, yeah. Apologies,
And to you.
I actually called her Ishmael earlier on. Though it suits her, it is Ishay. All right.
Ishay, yeah.
Give us a call with your best curry-related questions, 021 430 9881, and you could be walking away with one of these fantastic cookbooks. Now, we spoke about the cookbook, the journeys that it took you on as well. It must have been absolutely amazing to seeing our country once again from a different angle as well. Let's see. Do we have a caller on the line? No, we don't have a caller. We do have a caller, yes. All right, Fatima. Fatima, good morning. Fatima, good morning. Are you there? All right, Fatima, good
Hello.
morning.
Hi, good morning to you.
Good morning, Fatima.
First of all, I'd like to say I love your show. I just love it.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
Fatima.
My question is, what type of yogurt must a person use for curries?
It's a very good question.
Okay, so Fatima, I assume you mean for serving with the curry, like in the form of a raita. You could very well use buttermilk, or in Natal they often use mas, which they blend up, and they use that in the in the raita salad. Or you could use a nice full cream yogurt. I like to use a full double cream yogurt, simply because it takes a longer time to separate. It's not so watery, and it's quite a nice, rich, cooling component to it, especially with a spicy curry.
Yeah.
yes.
And I think if she does want to sort of stir yogurt into the end of her curry,
Yes.
then also double thick yogurt is always the best because it's not going to split like
And of course,
Ishay
some people to
said.
marinate the meat in a little bit of yogurt with green chili and that kind of thing. And I would also you could use a low-fat or a double cream yogurt for that.
Delicious.
Okay.
Delicious.
Well, we did have a thank you very much, Fatima, for your
Thank you.
call,
Thank
and enjoy the rest of the show. We're not done yet. Not done yet. Still a half an hour to go. We also had another caller who asked a question, Dennis, and he asked, can you actually freeze yogurt?
Absolutely.
Can you freeze yogurt?
Well, you can freeze yogurt because there's a thing called frozen yogurt, which I love. If anyone knows me, they know I love frozen yogurt. So you can freeze it and then use it for smoothies. So freeze it in ice block, use it for smoothies.
Put it in a Ziploc.
But, in a Ziploc bag. But if you were going to use it, like Ishay was saying, in raita and things like that, defrosting yogurt once it's frozen to use, because you don't eat frozen raita. It goes all watery and it sort of leaches out its liquid. So that's not advisable. But if you want to freeze the yogurt and use it straight from frozen for smoothies, for drinks, for things like that, then it's perfect. Or just eat it as like it is.
Just like
yogurt.
that, just frozen.
Yeah.
We have a quick last viewer caller, Bronwyn. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you very, very well. Happy Women's Day to you.
Thank you.
What's your question?
Okay, I love butter chicken, and my ingredients that I use is kajana and jeera with cream and tomato paste. But I feel that there's something missing, and I want to know if you could just help me.
Okay.
Okay, so butter chicken, of course, the essentials are the butter that you start to fry the onions in and your stick spices. I think it's getting the combination of tomato to cream correct, because if you're happy with the spiceage, if you're happy that it's got enough heat component, and don't forget some garam masala too, because not just because I gifted some to Zora, and I'm so proud that I made my own, that it's really aromatic, and that's what rounds it off. So I think just keep experimenting with the combination of cream to tomato until you're satisfied.
And I also think that people who, when you purchase butter chicken versus making it, it always tastes so different. And I think the main difference is the sugar. Usually commercially, they add a lot of sugar just to bring up the sweetness. So that's why you'll find a homemade one doesn't always taste exactly like the one that you buy. But it's all up to you. So maybe add a pinch of sugar and see. Maybe that's the difference that she wants.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Bronwyn, for your question.
Happy
Really
cooking.
appreciate it. Happy cooking indeed. Ishay, thank you very much for joining us this
you.
morning. Congratulations
So
on this
happy to be
phenomenal
here.
cookbook.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
This
man, this is
beautiful.
fantastic. And all the different regions and how people do it, I think it's phenomenal. So keep your eyes peeled to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, also social media. We'll be announcing the winners as to who's going to be walking away with a copy of this fantastic cookbook.